Here.
Bama talk. By the Bama standard. Yeah. Turn it up. Sunday night. You already know what time it is. This ain't the safe zone. This the standard. Welcome to Bama Talk. Yeah, we live on the line. Sunday night, 8 o'clock, Central Time. From Tuscaloosa to the top of the map. If it's college football, yeah, we talking that. Hot takes, no breaks, we don't backtrack. If it's real, we say it, yeah, we stand on that. Love it or hate it, we don't fall back. This is Bama Talk, where the truth stays strapped. Breaking news hit, phone start buzzing. Recruit just flipped, now the whole world rushing. 5 stars watching, portal stay spinning. If it's moving in the game, then you know we in it. From Mr. D comments, coaches on watch. Hot seat talk, yeah, we calling them shots. Ain't scared of the noise, ain't ducking no smoke. If it need to be said, yeah, we say it on the show. They want sugar coated, want it all clean. We tell it straight, uncut, no screen, no script talk, no playing pretend. We speak our mind, let the comments descend. Welcome to Bama Talk, yeah, we live on the line. Sunday night, 8 o'clock, Central Time. From Tuscaloosa to the top of the map. If it's college football, yeah, we talking that. Hot takes, no breaks, we don't backtrack. If it's real, we say it, yeah, we stand on that. Love it or hate it, we don't fall back. This is Bama Talk, where the truth stays strapped. See heavy, but the whole game cover. Big 10, mixing 8 talk, yeah, we judge the numbers. Playoff dreams, rankings fake. We call out the fries, no political takes. Recruiting battles, nil talk. Who really earned it? Who just learned how to talk? If your team's soft, yeah, we say that too. Ain't here for feelings, we here for truth. No filters, no favors, no narratives, no saviors. If it's wrong, we call it wrong. If it's right, we put it on. This ain't clickbait talk for views. This real football, real news. If you tired of the same old spin, then lock in. Yeah, you tuned in. This is the Bama standard. Set the tone from the top to the throne. This our zone every Sunday night when the lights go on. You already know what you're turning on. Say it loud, no safe takes, no playing proud. Real opinions, standing tall. If you want the truth, this the call. Yeah, this is Bama Talk, where we say what everybody think, but won't say out loud. Yeah.
What is up, everybody? Oh my goodness, what a cold night to be talking college football. Either way, welcome to Bama Talk on Sunday night, every Sunday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. This is where you'll be getting a lot of your recruiting, transfer portal, and all that good stuff. But with that being said, I'll go around the room and we can introduce ourselves, and we'll have an additional guy popping in here in a minute. And I'll be your host today, Jonathan Lewis, and I'll let Dan take it away. Tell him where you at, and go down to Coach Carl.
Welcome, everybody. Dan Jane the Fourth here. Glad to be here Sunday night with my crew, Coach Carl, Jonathan.
What up?
Hey guys, how y'all feeling tonight?
Man, we got a lot to get into. Junior Day wrapped up, and we're about to cover all of it. This is about to be a long stream, everybody. You're going to get a lot of information in this one.
Don't do it to me, brother. Don't do it.
Oh, man. We got it coming tonight. Coach Carl, anything you want to say before we jump into this, man?
Hey, man, roll tide, man. Roll tide, roll tide.
There we go.
It's a good day to be a Tide fan.
Well, unless just like Caleb Taylor here says, yeah, the men and women's basketball team not looking good, fellas. Not looking good. But we're not here to talk about basketball. I'm not going to lie. That's just hurts my heart a little bit because we got throttled by Florida. And we could have a whole separate live stream on that just on its own. But I guess before we jump into it, guys, today we're going to be discussing obviously the Junior Day wrap up, any news that came out of that, any opinions we're going to have on this good stuff. And yeah, this is going to be sit in. This is going to be a long one. If you got an energy drink, you might want to drink it. So like I said, we got a lot to talk about here. But before we get started, let's go ahead and jump into this chat. Say what's up to everybody that's already in here. Caleb Taylor, Roll Tide, brother. Appreciate you getting in here already. Came in like right on the dot here. Kelvin Lang, Roll Tide. Definitely. Dan James. Hey, where'd you come from? Oh, yeah, you're in here.
I know, right?
Kenny Cock, Roll Tide. And yeah, exactly. Get the gumbo started.
That's right.
Man, you're right on that one. It is a cold amount of degrees right now in North Alabama. I'll leave it at that, man. We got a little bit of snow yesterday, actually. So, yeah, exactly. I hope it can definitely get turned around. All right, well, fellas, we got a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Obviously, Alabama had its junior day this past Saturday. There was a hell of a list. Oh, there we go. Before we get started, bam! Look at this.
Okay,
There
we got
go.
we got a Trent Richardson burner count in the chat too. Appreciate
Oh,
Trent
I see
Richardson.
that.
907. Roll down tire, baby.
There we go. So, Brinsky, go ahead and let you introduce yourself to everybody before we jump into this.
Well, of course, man. For the ones who don't know, I'm Brinsky Shaw of the Shaw Shooter Sports Talk, man. Come check us out. Usually on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Drop videos here and there. Focus on college football, Alabama, NFL type stuff. So yeah, happy to be here as always with my guys.
Oh yeah, always. So yeah, like I said, like I was saying earlier, we got a lot to talk about, and we're definitely going to get into quite a few things here. Caleb, talking about what about the running back Khalifa Keith? Definitely be talking about that as well. So Brinsky, I'm sure you already know we're going to do a rundown of junior day, any notes, all that good stuff coming out of that. So yeah, this is going to be it's going to be a long one if you're sticking around for the whole one for anybody listening. So let's go and jump into the first part of that. Obviously, former App State running back. We'll go ahead and start off with that one. Khalifa Keith commits to Alabama from the portal. I don't know how much you guys have looked into him. Me, I personally did quite a bit of digging the night prior before he took his visit. It was a last-minute addition Friday night when Brett Greenberg announced he was coming in early Saturday morning. And I'll be honest with you, why else would you come in unless you're going to offer it that soon for this type of running back? But with that being said, Dan, I'll let you start off on this one. Anything you want to talk about when it comes to Khalifa Keith, the new running back addition?
Yeah, this a situation where it's a depth piece. We still got to fill out, the 105 number now. We have to fill the roster, and you got to have, we had 5 scholarship running backs prior to Khalifa committing, and you definitely, that's not good because running back position, injuries do occur.
Absolutely.
You definitely don't want to go in the spring with just 5 scholarship running backs. So this is a situation where, it was a great timing for him and for Alabama. He's originally a local kid originally out of Parker, Birmingham. You love his size, 6'1", 235 pounds. He started out, he was originally a 3-star, I think. He committed to Tennessee.
Yep.
To Tennessee a year, then transferred to Appalachian State.
Yeah. He was in the 2003 class as a 3-star. I believe he was at Tennessee for 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, he redshirted his second year there. And then, because he got hurt at App State as well. But go ahead. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, so, this is a situation where, he wanted to be closer to home, and Alabama was looking for, the right fit. We're looking for depth pieces. We're happy what we have at the top of the running back, room. But you definitely have to have depth, to get you through the spring, through the spring, summer camp, the grind of that, and throughout the season. So he's somebody that fits the bill and what we were looking for at the running back position.
Yeah, no doubt. So, Coach Carl, any takes on Khalifa Keith? I don't know how much you've looked into him over the past weekend.
Man, I've been doing a whole lot of video watching on these kids today, so I actually like him, man. Nice physical guy. He will bring depth to the running back room. I'm just hoping that, he's one of those guys that if we're going to bring a transfer guy in, we need to utilize him because the experience is something that we need in that running back room. We got a talented room, but we can't keep wasting opportunity for these guys. These guys transferring into us. We got to be able to utilize them, man, so they can showcase their skills and get to the next level. He had tremendous skills, man. He got really good ball skills. He know how to press the hole. He know how to jump cut.
Yep.
He know how to get inside the gap and stay inside the gap and get the 1, 2, 3 yards. He will push the power because he got real low center of gravity and he's strong down low. So yeah, man, I really do like this kid. I just hope that this staff, man, actually utilize the kid so he don't keep wasting eligibility.
So it sounds like you don't want another Dre Washington situation,
At all.
is what you're saying.
At all.
Oh, there you go. All right, Brinsky, what's your take on Khalifa Keith, brother?
Like everybody said, man, depth piece. Hopefully that we utilize him because, man, like the whole Keith Washington, man, he was just basically just here just to have a jersey on, to be honest. And that one play in Missouri that he had on special team that really helped out us in the season. Outside of that, man, I really ain't see him do much at all. And the only time he really held on to a football long in the stadium that I seen was senior day when they was taking the pictures. So yeah, man, if we bringing these guys in, utilize them, or what's the point? We might well just go with our guys that we already had there.
Yeah, no doubt. I couldn't agree more. Look, we do not want to turn this into, like I just mentioned, another Dre Washington situation. If you're gonna bring this guy in, you got to utilize him. Number one, it could hurt you in the long term, right? You can't have a track record of bringing in not recruits, but bringing in transfer portal guys and then just not using them, because eventually transfer portal guys would just stop coming. Why would they come unless they literally have no other opportunity, right? So, and I know a lot of people are going to give Khalifa Keith hell because he was at App State, but what a lot of people don't know is he was hurt at App State, right? So he didn't have the opportunity to showcase what he had at Appalachian State. So when you go and watch his film, in my opinion, he's definitely a bigger version of TJ Yeldon, right? So he can definitely move inside in between those tackles. I think I personally really like him. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not going to sit there and say he's going to be some superstar. No, absolutely not. But go ahead, Dan. You got something to say?
Yeah, this is definitely not one of those Hollywood Smothers situations where he's a guy that we're expecting to come in and be productive. He understands the situation. He understands, what we were looking for. We were looking to build depth. We weren't looking to have him come in and be productive.
Yep.
So he's a guy that hasn't been on the field a lot regardless, but he was a guy that fits the bill of what we're looking for as far as in the running back room, fitting in along with the guys, that's been there. And he understands the situation. He understands, he's not expecting to come in and share carries right now, right off the bat. He's coming in and he's going to be given the opportunity like we do all of them. And if he wins it, he wins it. But he's not a guy coming in expecting to start and expecting to be productive.
No doubt. And he will have 2 years of eligibility remaining. He's coming in as a redshirt junior this season, right? So he was a redshirt sophomore. So he'll have 2 full seasons of eligibility remaining. And somebody made a good point. I'm going to show that here in a minute, but let's go ahead and jump into some of these chats as well. Appreciate it, Ephraim, getting on here, brother. Obviously, Trevor appreciate you getting on here. Roll Tide.
Roll down Tide.
Ephraim makes a good point here. Running back group still deep. 100% agree with that, right? So, yeah, we've already got some smack talking coming in from Indiana fans, but we love it. We invite everybody. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you figure it would be hard to recruit running back given Alabama can't run the ball. And that's going to be a major talking point, in my opinion, this year, is if you have this stacked running back room, you better game plan some ability to run the ball. But I do believe that's why we did bring in Adrian Clem. When you look at these guys, even Derek Nix, like Adrian Clem, I believe, was a run game coordinator for a while, right? So he did wonders at Oregon. You hear Dan Lannigan talk about what he did. I think he's done great things there. But Christian Hughes, Roll Tide. Keith, appreciate you getting on here, brother. Not worried about the players. It's the coaching staff that concerns me. That is the concern of all of us, man. I don't believe – I mean, does anybody on the panel disagree? I don't think the players lack the talent. I think you got to get the talent out of them, which takes development. It takes coaching, right? I mean, can we all agree? Can we all say amen to that? Because at some point –
Roll Tide. That's all I'm going to say.
There we go. Roll Tide to it. Whatever you want to say. So, Caleb Trailer says Latham coming back was huge for the D-line. I think that D-line may look like Latham, Pierre, Terrence Green, Edric Hill, London Simmons, the defensive end from South Carolina. Umazula is who I think you're talking about. Yeah, no doubt. Once again, it's going to go to one of those things where I love that Latham came back. He gets a 7th season. But, once again, we hear this production over potential, and you squeeze so hard to keep this guy in the building when the one thing he's proven is he's injury prone year after year. I'm not saying not to keep him. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But once again, I have to go off what said the track record, the trend, right? Does anybody have anything to say to that? Are you in agreement with bringing him back? Disagreement? You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys think about that?
Well, Latham?
Yeah.
Bring him back, man. I mean, not just because we need him, because he need the team as well, man. He got to get some film, man. So he got to keep growing, get better. Those gray shirt years are helping him. So, I mean, keeping getting injury after injury. Shit, damn. I mean, at some point, man, you want to give up, but it's a good thing that he keep driving that boat, man. Keep trying to get in, and keep trying to get better. So, kudos to him for coming back, man, trying to improve on his namesake, on his stock. And we hope that, this season be great, phenomenal year for him, because, man, we need those tough guys coming off the edge. And he's one of those guys because we've seen it before.
Yeah, no doubt. Anybody else want to give anything to that?
Well, if anything else, he provides depth and experience. He's somebody that's familiar. He can help bring along other guys, in the system. So
yeah,
that part, nothing else. The D line room is very deep. So
very.
I'm all for it.
All right. So the next part we're going to get into is the last of my general notes before we get into specific players in general for the class of 2027. Alabama offers 2027 defensive back MJ Burnett and 2028 quarterback Trey Tagliaferri. Sorry, geez. I don't know how much you guys have watched of these two guys, but I can tell you right now, the QB for 2028 Trey, I'll just leave it at that, Trey, for now. This dude can sling the ball.
Yeah, he
is so accurate down the field. The in-breaking concepts are amazing. Slants. I'll be honest with you. This is the first quarterback I've watched film on and go, this looks like almost like a version of Tua, to be completely honest with you, how accurate he is in those intermediate throws. I mean, he is deadly. If the receiver gets a step on anybody, he puts it right in front of them, man, and they're gone. Like, he's extremely accurate. So, Brinsky, I'll start off with you. I don't know how much you've seen of him, watched him. Okay, we'll start off with Dan on this one. Dan, how much have you seen of this kid?
Yeah, what I've seen is on par with what I've seen from the staff when it comes to quarterback evaluation.
Yeah.
Look at the guy, you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And for him to get off, this staff has been very, very selective when it comes to offers at the quarterback position. They've been evaluating, but offer a guy, this far out, he fits the bill of what we've seen from quarterback targets. You got to give this staff his flowers now when it comes to the evaluation at the quarterback position, because we all Keelan Russell, everybody like SMU commit, what are we doing? But you go and watch the film, you're like, oh wow, Jet Tamala. Well, he was a 3-star when we offered.
Yep, 3-star. Yep.
It's a 5-star, so this staff is ahead of the curve when it comes to quarterback evaluation. And this is another guy that I expect to end up as a 5-star. It's amazing right now what we see from him. So, he's somebody that definitely fits the bill of what we seen from this staff and this offer at the quarterback position.
Yeah, no doubt. Coach Carl, have you watched any film on this dude? I mean, I'll be honest with you, the one thing that may lack is usually these guys are going 5 wide or duo to both sides. His ability to get through his progressions at that age is almost unreal looking, to be honest with you. Anyways, Coach Carl, have you seen anything on him?
I mean, if you're going to keep telling the whole story, then you can't ask me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
do you have anything else to add, Coach Carl?
Like you said, man, precision and timing, he got it. I mean, to be that young and the way he reads the field, I'm interested to see how he performed this season coming up. Because if having that year last year, the way he read the ball, with the passing yards and completion rate show, man. I don't know if he can get better. He get in there better, man. He might be the second coming to Bryce Young. You talking about Tua. That dude's special, man. He's special to be that young. So, I mean, whoever the quarterback coach is, or I don't know if it grow up. I don't know if it's down Kalen DeBoer or if it's just
Brian Ellis is going to be the QB coach.
Or I don't know who the hell it is that evaluating these quarterbacks. But that's one thing they got. That's one thing I'm going to give 1,000% props on. They know how to find quarterbacks, and they know how to evaluate quarterbacks. And as we see, you know, from the times in other schools that they have been around, they know how to develop quarterback. It's just that this year and last year, the development process wasn't all that good, but we have seen what they can do. So we're just hoping that they bring them on in and get it done.
There we go. So, and I'll bring up for you guys that want to see it, like I'll bring up later on if we got some time, some huddle for everybody out there to watch maybe. But with that being said, MJ Burnett looks outstanding, to be honest with you. We can go more into him, but that's going to take forever. Dan, give me your 60-second rundown of MJ Burnett if you have one.
Listen, he fits the bill.
There we go. I knew that was coming.
He's on par again. Like I've been saying that a lot, but he's consistent with what we've been recruiting as a defensive back. 6'3", I think he's 195.
Yep.
You know, out of Walton in Marietta. And he's a guy that I think his father played at Georgia Tech.
Yeah, yep, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, so he you know, he's a, you know, he has the pedigree, you know, and he's a guy that, you know, we'd be lucky to get in this class, but he's a very talented kid, and he plays in North Georgia, you know, very good football, very good competition. He's a sideline safety. He can play in the box. He's physical, you know, and you like that. He's the type that, you know, that Coach Mo and Coach Jones, you know, he fits the bill of the guys that we've been recruiting and going after.
All right, so there we go. Now we're going to get down into the 2027 class, and Brensky, since he's been sitting there chilling, relaxing, sipping on some tea before he gets started, I'll let him start off with this one because I know he's going to know a little bit about him. Quarterback Elijah Haven, right? He's visited Alabama now 3 times in 4 months. He came in. Give me your expectations, whether you think he'll for sure commit to Alabama. What do you expect of Elijah Haven? And give me your take on him as a quarterback in general. It's always one live stream when you got to mute.
It never fails, man. It never fails. Oh, man. Okay.
That was Coach
for a second. But, yeah, man, with Elijah, man, I'm really, really confident on him committing to the Tide. We thought with Nick Sheridan leaving that was going to play a factor, but it seemed like he didn't do anything to deter him from Alabama. So that's a good thing because of somebody like that you have a strong ties to don't shape your judgment of the school. So that means you really like the school, or guys like Kalen DeBoer. I guess he just seen the track record with these guys with the quarterbacks is helping, and he can be that next one up. But man, he's of course big guy, 6'5". I think about 225, 230, around that range. I'm like, man, I really love him. He can really throw the football, man. I mean, really, really throw the football, and he's gonna be one of them ones in the mix when he get here. That's how confident I am of putting him in the room with those guys, man, because once he come here, he's the type of player that it's a snowball effect. You can get other recruits to come, like a Munchin. I say Munchin Sales or Munchin Sales.
How do you say it?
It's one of them, man. I'm gonna get his name right one of these days, but just get one. You get those type of guys, and you just add on like, man, I want to go play there too, man. What's going on in Alabama? At least some people just give it a look. So, man, I think it'll be a home run get for us. I know Florida's gonna be some competition for us, But man, you could just tell like Alabama having all that momentum, and just with you see the stuff that Steve Wilform said about these guys coming in here. It was like, if Alabama ends up with a number 1 class, you're gonna have to go back to this day, for junior day, to say that started all the momentum. So I think that's big time.
And you said a very key thing there, which I love. You got to go back to junior day where this momentum goes. But junior day is probably the most overlooked visit of the year for these recruits, in my opinion. Why? Because it's the one time where you can bring in so many recruits at one time, and you let them mingle with the guys that just signed in the class, right? So 2026 guys are interacting with the juniors, the sophomores, right, in high school. And I feel like that's one of the most overlooked concepts behind this. But anyways, Coach Carl, Elijah Haven, is he yes to Alabama? No? Give me your take on him. And he's got
I think he's a yes, but or maybe, because being the talent that he is, if Alabama keep offering so many quarterbacks, he may change his mind. But I think he's a lot, man. I really do like him. Kid is phenomenal. And like Brinsky just said, you get this kid to commit, recruiting gonna take off all different type of ways for Alabama, because he do have 1 or 2 offensive linemen that play with him. It's in the top tier of the 5, like top 200 in the nation. They probably gonna come with him because they probably want to come protect them, right? So it can be a huge domino effect. We need every single thing that we can get on the offensive line, right? We got transfer senior centers. We don't have another senior center in the class that we recruited, so we need more recruiting at the center position. We need them interior guards, right? We probably gonna get some of the best tackles in the country, but we need those interior guards, like Trent just said in the comment. We gotta get O-line bad. But with these quarterbacks like that, man, we got him. We still got Trent Seaborn. Those 2 guys gonna demand offensive line play. So we get one of those guys, both of those guys commit to this class, man. We're gonna probably get phenomenal O-line talent to come with them, wide receiver talent to come with them. It's gonna be some serious running back talent to come with them. And being that if Trent go ahead and commit to University of Alabama, and stay committed, right? With all those guys at Thompson coming out 27, 28, a lot of those guys can follow suit. And we could basically put a lock around the Birmingham area again. So a lot of it starts, man, with a few recruits. And Elijah Haven could be D1, like the number 1 recruit that turns this thing around again like Keelan did when he committed.
Yeah, so to answer a real quick question before I jump over to you, Dan, and look, guys, we're going to circle back around to the questions as well, but Ephraim asked, when is Alabama's Pro Day? Jonathan, it hasn't been announced yet. It's actually coming most likely at the end of February, right? So they really concentrate on National Recruiting Day, which, by the way, is coming up very soon in February. And then most likely by the end of February, Alabama's Pro Day will be announced around that time. But Dan, give me your take on Elijah Haven. Yes, no, maybe so. Is he coming to Bama?
Yes, I love where Bama sits right now. You know, of course, you know, the term we use a lot in the recruiting world is fluid.
Yep.
So, but this is a situation where his family, you know, they've done their due diligence. You know, they you know, done their part, asked the right question with all the staffs and everything. And I still like where Bama sits. Elijah Haven, you know, I love him as a quarterback. I do think he's the top quarterback in the class. I actually watched his championship game at Dunham on TV, and you know, I say his style to me, I say a Deshaun Watson. You know, he's a passing quarterback that can run. You know, he can move. I love his size, 6'4", 220 pounds. You know, you get him in the strength and conditioning program. You know, you got a lot to work with. I love his length, big arm. He's an accurate passer. Makes smart decisions with the ball. So, but in short, I love where Alabama is sitting right now when it comes to Elijah Haven.
No doubt. What's up, Twister? See him jumping in here. I saw Coach Al earlier. I want to shout out Coach Al before I forget. And then shout out, you know, Brinsky right here. So Anyways, no. So Elijah Haven to me, such a pivotal piece in the 2027 class for a multitude of reasons. What I love is what Brinsky said, which is if you can bring in Elijah Haven to the 2027 class, it's going to steamroll him into recruiting other players, right? So we know that's a big part of how recruiting works. You want your teammates, you want people that you've seen growing up with, whatever that may look like, even just troll or try to jump on, right? So on X and recruit other players. So, I mean, the kid this past season threw for over 3,900 yards, 72% completion percentage, ran for over 700 yards, by the way, 62 pass TDs. I believe it was 11 rushing TDs. This is not his first year putting up those numbers. He actually had almost 1,000 yards rushing last year with, I believe, around 2,900 yards throwing. So, if I remember correctly, either way, Elijah Haven is definitely a generational talent, in my opinion. And there's one thing we keep alluding to, which is this staff knows how to go out and find quarterbacks. And look, I'll be honest with you, this is not one you had to look very far to find, right? He's been on the radar ever since he was a freshman. So this is not some dude you had to go digging for. That's for sure. But yeah, he's definitely putting up the numbers that everybody kind of expects. But I'm definitely going to give him a firm yes. 3 visits in 4 months. Look, Dan, you're the one to say this as well. Follow the visits. When they're visiting, it's usually meaning, there's going to be a commitment coming with it. I'm hearing February is what Brett Greenberg, I believe, put out. They're expecting a February commitment. Other people are now starting to try to report that it's going to possibly be spring because Florida is making a very, very, very hard push for him right now. Florida is almost in desperation mode going after Elijah Haven. My biggest surprise, and I want you guys' opinion on this, is that Lane Kiffin isn't making a more push to this kid. Is there? I mean, he's in the backyard.
Yeah.
I mean, has he made a real push?
You never know, man. You never know.
Lane.
Lane is different, dog. You never know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Lane could be having lunch with a damn daddy every day. So you never know, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no doubt. So, I love what Coach Al says here. Pretty clear that DeBoer is selling that the plan is to still build a team through the recruiting and not the portal. 100%. There's no doubt. And I put out a tweet today on this, or whatever they call it now on X, that I do believe this staff is so hyper focused on recruiting. There's no doubt where the money is going. The money is going to recruits and recruit retention at this point. We're bringing in portal guys on the cheap, essentially, right? So we're kind of playing this economy on a smart basis, maybe. And I was one of those people that overreacted. I'll clearly eat crow.
Maybe. But I get what you're saying. I said the same thing earlier. If this is the approach, tell coaches to shut the hell up. Because they said production over potential.
I give you that.
And if you're doing the recruiting aspect, this is potential. So you building from potential. So tell coaches to shut the hell up and let y'all do your job, because it's all about the potential. If you're doing the high school route model, and if the high school model, what we're doing, I'm cool with the high school model, because it's going to take you 3 years to build what you're looking for. But when you get it started, you can keep it rolling. See, I can deal with 3 years if we building from the recruiting standpoint. I'm not going to take 3 years of you trying to tell me that is production over potential.
Yeah.
No, and then all the production walk out the damn building.
Man.
And all we got left is potential. So maybe your coach had it backwards. It's potential over production. Well, we're going to let all this damn high quality production go so we can build from the ground up.
Stop it.
I can get that part now. That's what he should have said, right? You can get all this high damn quality potential, let it go and make money elsewhere while we get in the guys down here that we need to build a program from the bottom up.
Yeah.
And I would have been clapping like, okay, well, more problem to you, like more props. I like that Dabo swinging 2.0. I would have been clapping, I mean, but don't go in here running your dang talking what you don't know. Not back to the show.
We got Coach Carl's one rant for the no, it's maybe not be the first one, but either way. Moving on here, we're moving on to wide receiver. I hope I'm saying his name right. Munchin Sales. I've heard it said about 15 different ways.
15 different ways, but I think it's Munchin. I heard a lot of folks say Munchin.
Yeah.
Don't call him Munchin. Just call him Super Freak Sales, man.
So, but yeah, and Elijah Haven, yeah, he's I believe it was a Rivals camp. I can't remember. I think it was 6'5", 225 pounds. Ridiculous. So moving on to Sales, though, you're talking about a 6'6" wide receiver with absolutely blazing speed, potential through the roof. Just to give you guys some context, obviously playing up in Indianapolis, nickname is Bama, a family from Birmingham. So with that being said, Brinsky, take it away on Munchin Sales.
Another one of those guys. If he come in here, it'd be definitely one of those ones, man. Has that built big body, man. 6'4", man. Possibly could be 6'5" when he get here, man. I'm telling you, great hands. I just love the kid, man. I want the kid to actually be here. I feel like I said, with you get a guy like Elijah Haven and you get a guy like now I said Munchin or Munchin Sales. Now I say one day we gonna get it right. I don't know which one it is.
Yep.
But
Super sales, man.
Oh, there we go.
I'm just gonna call what if Mama call him Clay? I'm gonna call him Clay.
There we go.
But Bama, man. I'm just gonna say Bama. Once he get here, man, I just feel like once he commits, a lot of guys is like a trickle effect. A lot of these guys gonna like, man, I want to go where he at. And it's just gonna just trickle down to everybody else, man. He's just one of those guys that you need to have on your roster. I feel like he's gonna be big time, especially with a guy like Derek Nitz on the roster that I know that can get the most out of these guys.
Man.
And he's gonna teach these guys how to play wide receiver. I'm not saying that they can't do it now, but he's gonna teach them the proper way to do things, and only gonna make them better. So if he comes here, man, which I believe he will, he definitely gonna be good.
Coach Carl, give me your Super Saiyan Sales take.
Yeah, man. Freak, fast, physical, high point, smart, electrifying, dynamic, dominant. Shit. The red zone threat, first down threat. Cam Coleman S.
Ooh. Stop it.
I'm just, man, what else you want? I mean, even with a Julio Jones body type, man, like, what else do you want? This guy is all in one. All you need to do with this kid is plug and play. Because this guy coming in ready from day one to contribute. He's not one of those guys that can be sitting on the sideline. He's one of those Jerry Judys, those Devontae Smiths and Henry Rose guys. Like, they coming in ready to go day one, guaranteed. Get him on campus, your whole life gonna change as a quarterback. Because when times get rough, you know what you do. You throw the ball up to Megatron. You throw the ball up to Julio. You throw the ball up to damn Cam Coleman. They go make plays for you. This is one of those guys, you just put the ball in his vicinity. And it's 75 to 25. He coming down with the ball.
There you go. Dan James IV. Give me a take, brother.
Man, let me tell you, man. I love Cedarian Morgan, right? Let me tell you, man, Munchin Sales.
You are not about to go here.
Listen, I'm telling you.
You're not about to go here, are you?
Oh, yes, this is my opinion. My opinion, right?
All right.
Munchin Sales is a better football player. This guy is he's more of a fluid wide receiver. He's more of a fluid receiver. He's more crisp in his route, and he has a better variety in the route tree. They both were great, excellent at contested balls.
They are,
yeah. Contact. So this is a guy that he's actually a receiver rather than a big guy. You throw the jump ball to, fade to. You can do a whole lot with him. You get him the ball in space. He's explosive with it. There's a reason he's top 2 receiver in the class right now.
Yeah.
This is a guy that you find any kind of way to get him the ball, and you let him do the work. So completely, the same body type, but different types of receivers at the same time. And this is somebody that I'm really high on, and I would be elated if we can get him in this class.
Mr. House Call.
That's right.
There you go. So official listing, I believe it was 6'5". He's got a little bit of weight on him right now. He'll probably gain a little bit of weight, obviously, if he commits to Alabama. I think he's a strong Alabama favorite. Obviously, his nickname being Bama, family being in Birmingham. This is the third visit total, I believe, to campus for him. I know he visited Indiana prior to coming to Tuscaloosa. Indiana's been making a very strong push for him, which why wouldn't they? They're in Indianapolis. I mean, he's in Indianapolis. Sorry, Indiana being up there in the state, clearly. So, I mean, you would have to go after him. You'd be crazy not to at this point. But I believe there's two guys in this class. Well, there's more than two, but if there's two guys we're talking about right now, it would be Elijah Haven and Sales that I feel really good that we're going to end up securing that go hand in hand. And Dan, that's a really bold take. Like, there's a lot of people that either love Sales or hate Sales. I'll be honest with you. And when I mean hate, I mean they're not sold on his ability, right? His potential. Because the potential that a lot of people are given for him is like, this dude is a generational receiver that is going to do crazy things, right? So
that's the ceiling.
Yeah, that's the ceiling. And there are people out there saying, look, he's just not as good as ever. You know what I mean? You're going to have that out there when you're talking about a guy that's being talked about since his freshman year, having the nickname Bama and being dominant literally ever since he stepped on the field. So with that, it's kind of like LeBron or Jordan or whatever it may be, especially LeBron, since he was anointed before he stepped on the court, right? He's going to receive the hate. Sales is going to receive the hate. He's anointed before he stepped on the field. So wherever he goes, he's going to catch that. But with that being said, moving on here, I'll start off with you, Dan, on this one. Cornerback John Meredith visited for junior day. We're talking about the number one player in the class, not just the number one corner, the number one player in the 2027 class, who slowly but surely trickled for an uptrend to Alabama. Give me your take on the number one player, John Meredith.
Yeah. Let me preface this by saying, it's early in the recruiting cycle, so the rankings don't quite mean anything yet. But John Meredith is going to come down to Bama and A&M. It's always been that, and that's the way I expect it to continue. And at one point, I would say, A&M led big.
They did, yep.
And this is a situation where getting them on campus for junior day again. This staff. The more the staff gets a player on campus, the better you feel about it.
Yeah.
So you don't have a shot if the guy never visits. But this is like his second visit in the last 3 months.
Go 3 going on 4 months. Second visit, yes.
So this is a guy that we actually have a more than a puncher's chance. I think we at least pulled even with Texas A&M, not front. But, he has a great relationship, with Coach Mo Linguist, and he hasn't failed us. Mo Linguist he's a relationship builder. You get the family involved. They've been recruiting his family. The family loves it. They understand the plan that we have for him in Tuscaloosa. And this is a situation where, we are in the ballpark. That's right where you want to be at this point in this recruitment.
Yeah, there you go. So, Coach Carl, have you seen much on John Meredith?
Oh, yeah. What I like about John Meredith, man, he's one of those Nick Saban type corners. Like, it's not one of these Mo Linguist type corners. He's one of those Nick Saban era corners, those physical guys like Marlon Humphrey type. He one of those guys you can just throw out there on the island by himself and say, man, you just hold on this side, and while we play zone on the other side. He's not one of them guys, man, that you want to miss on. Yeah, like Dan just said, man, recruiting is so early right now, so I don't think a cornerback gonna stay at the top of that room right now. But this kid here, he gonna still be the number one corner in the country, right? He's still gonna be top 5, top 10 in the country. I don't see him dropping past 10, even with the new rankings coming out. he's not going to get a whole lot of work. So his value going to go up in high school next year, right? He probably end up doing a whole lot of flying over the free safety or something just to get some action because nobody's going to target the kid because you really can't. So, like, why would you target something you really can't target? I love him, man. I can't lie. You know me. I've been saying for last 2 years, you're trying to play man cover with zone corners. Now you don't have to worry about this, but if you get this one, and I'm like, Dan, right? On different is that Dan, he showed up at Bama.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Bama now has an edge on Texas A&M because he showed up.
Right.
He don't come to Bama if he went really, 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 really intense about coming to Bama. Right. He would have stayed away from Bama. He showed up. I think he's trending toward Bama, and that's a great thing. It's gonna be hard to keep Texas A&M away with all that money, but by him showing up, give us the advantage because once you get on our campus as a kid, our facility is so phenomenal, right? You walk down the hall and you can see all those jerseys on the wall, the NFL players like Trent and Mika and them, right? You walk down that hall, you just look on both sides of the hall, bro, and it's just jerseys everywhere in the building. All those NFL jerseys, right? You go down that hall, man, I think that shit's there is impressive. And the more you come and the more you see that, you want to put your name up there on the wall beside all those great ones. That's the thing that Bama has that other teams don't have right now because we lean in a lot of categories from Nick Saban era period with all those draft picks, right? And then you see all those first-round draft picks on that wall. So, yeah, that's what I like about it, man. And this kid has the opportunity to do it. And I think that as long as we can get him back to campus again within this year, our chances keep climbing and climbing and climbing.
All right, Brent, give me your take of John Meredith out of North Crowley, Fort Worth, Texas.
Another one of those guys, man. Definitely top end speed. Extremely, extremely twitchy. That's what I think. That's why he's up there, man, with his cover ability, man. Definitely be one of those man-to-man corners. You're not gonna shy away from it at all, man. The speed. Oh, of course, we already know these guys at Alabama love these big corners. He's 6'2" right now. Possibly by the time he come to Alabama, maybe 6'3".
Yeah.
But, man, very long arms, man. Can cover for real. And I know it was another guy out there state a couple of years ago, man, that I was a big fan of. And he reminded me of that guy, and that's Devin Sanchez.
Man.
And I love Devin Sanchez. And then just so happened, you go check on like some of the recruiting sites are saying and other people are saying they see the same thing. I was just like, I don't know why, man. They very, very similar. If we can get something like that at Alabama, that is big time.
I think he's more physical than Sanchez, though, Brinsky.
Oh, no. I believe he's more physical, too. I agree with you on that.
He's a thumper.
Because he's not afraid. He's not going to run away. He's going to get off blocks, and he's going to try to hit you. And
I'm telling you, I won't even lie to you. My comp was D. Milner. Like, that was my comp.
Man.
My comp was D. Milner.
You speaking high praises now. D. Milner in Alabama.
That's a very good one. Very good one.
Ooh, so yeah, that's wild business. But my take on John Meredith, elite corner, right? So this is not a surprise. This staff once again goes after length, 6'2", like you said. Brensky probably end up being 6'3" by the time he gets to campus, if he commits to Bama, wherever he goes. I think this dude has the potential to be one of those lockdown, shutting one side of the field down corners at the end of the day. Yes, it's very early on. I know he's the number one player in the class. Most of the time, these corners don't stay at number one, right? We all know the infatuation with the edge rushers, the tackles, the QBs, occasionally the running backs. But yeah, so with that being said, moving on down, set it up. This one, I just want a real quick take on, and Dan, I know you study a lot into this. Offensive tackle Caden Moss did not show up for his visit.
No.
I want to preference something real quick. If you guys haven't been paying super close attention, Alabama is ever since they brought in Adrian Clem, they're shifting their binoculars to certain offensive linemen and steering away from the ones that we've been showing attention to. If you're paying close enough attention,
Kalen is one of those passive guys, and Clem don't want passive guys. He's going out the aggressive guys. So when he didn't show up, and then we went back out to what the name, Jatari
Williams.
Yeah, Jatari Williams. When we went back at Jatari Williams, that physical interior guy, I was like, okay.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
All right.
Now I understand, right? Okay, I understand.
Appreciate it, KB in the chat. Appreciate it. What up, fellas? We got an all-star crew tonight. Appreciate it, man. Obviously, if you guys haven't already, make sure to check out KB's YouTube channel, Kangaroo Black, one of the best in business when it comes down.
The king is in the building.
So, man, I'm telling you. So I forgot who is talking on. Oh yeah, I was asking Dan. Cade Moss, is this a good thing, bad thing? He said it was showing up, never ended up showing up. I messaged Brett Greenberg on BOL, those forum boards go, and he said he did not show up. So what's your take on him not showing up, Dan?
Yeah, I think the reason was something family related, but
there we go.
He's got the dead period started tonight at midnight, right?
Yep, tonight at midnight.
So he's gonna have other times, but like we say, follow the visit. We'll see. It's gonna take time. The boards are not set yet. Right now, I said this last year with the junior days and everything, you want to get as many guys on campus first. You want to do the meet and greet. You want to evaluate guys. You want to get eyes on guys. You tell some guys, hey, we're going to evaluate throughout the spring, throughout the summer, throughout the season. So you have different levels. Then, after, around summertime, that's when you see the board really set. Yep. So this is a wait and see approach. We're gonna see who we get on campus. Then we'll get our takes from there and see how the board is going to be set. But right now, it's all speculation when it comes to the offensive line board.
Yeah, no, I got you. And anybody want to touch on that as far as Cade Moss not showing up for a visit?
No, not really, man, because with this staff right now, with this offensive line coach, you got to think about what came to campus, right? How many we had? 4 or 5 interior offensive linemen, right?
We got quite a few to cover tonight.
So we had a bunch of interior guys came. Caden didn't come, like Dan just alluded to, could be family issues. Yet and still, they still evaluating what their needs are at tackle anyway. So they're not gonna be too big a rush anyway, or too big a word committing tackles anyway, because they still evaluating. And with a new offensive line coach, they're probably gonna be able to get his type of tackles anyway. He may be going in there choosing the guys he wants, and it could give him opportunity now to sit back, relax, do a little bit more evaluation on Caden anyway, right? And then he can do more evaluation and break him in at another date. Him and whoever else he want to bring in at the tackle position. So, excuse me. I think it's a good move, man. I really do. I think it's a good move, and everything should work out smooth because we know this guy knows how to damn coach, right? We know Adrian know how to develop. We've seen what he done in all levels. So whatever he brings in, whoever he brings in, I'm going to be happy with who he brings in because I know whatever he brings in, he'll be able to train it. And until he showed me that he can't, I'm going to roll with Adrian all day, every day.
There you go. So I believe I saw Chapman family in here. I want to give him a shout out, obviously. Trent and a couple other. Jeremy Sanders, I saw him in the chat. Tough as nails. Appreciate you getting here, Agent. I think I already shouted you out. Bama hater. Hey, it's in the name. That's all you got to say, brother. We invite everybody in here. Keith, I believe, already gave you a shout out. Just trying to scroll up here through. Coach Al already gave one. Ephraim. But yeah, definitely keep the comments coming in the chat. Guys, if you want it right away, you're going to have to do a super chat because we got so much to cover tonight, to be honest with you, or we'll go at the end and answer them at the very end. But either way, moving on here, the next one, ironically, is interior lineman Jatari Williams. Decommitted from the Tide initially, right? But with that being said, Brinsky, did you want to speak on Jatari?
Yeah, man. It was just when I seen him commit, when I see guys commit like that and they decommit like that, I believe what he said, like he committed to early, he wasn't going through the process and everything.
Yep.
One thing that I always say, man, especially with these commits, it's like, man, take your time. Even though you want to be here, take your time, because I want you to make sure you cross every, I don't know, dot every I and cross every T to make sure that you covering everything, man, that you want out of a school. Even though this is your top school, make sure that everywhere else is good. And I think he rushed the process for himself, and he's taking his time, man. Because one thing that really grinds my gears is a player that's committed and they go visit everywhere else.
Yeah.
You might well not even commit. Do you even know what a commitment is? And then say, I'm 1,000% committed. Why? That's what I think. I'm like, when I see stuff like that, I be like, oh Lord, he probably still gonna take some more visits. Not saying that you can't, man. But just enjoy the process. If you know where you're gonna go, I'm like, hey, these are free trips. It's
exactly huh? Free trip, free gifts, free money.
That's why I said, man, I say just don't make the commitment until you're fully ready. I don't mind you taking the trips, just don't commit to it.
I say it like this: once you commit, they're gonna start offering you more to get you to the campus. So go ahead and commit somewhere, and then when they start throwing out all this money to get you there, you keep getting all these damn gifts. And if you know if you know your heart is in one spot, keep on getting them damn gifts. That's what I say. I mean, I don't have no problem with it, man. I like it, man. Like the more as a coach, right? The more places you visit outside the one that you committed to, it homes you in on a reason why you committed there. Or you start finding reasons that this position may not fit you, right? This player may not fit you. It could be what I love the most, but it may not fit my playing style. I think he decommitted because of the play style did not fit what he wanted. I think this is a Adrian Clem responsibility to get him back, because now that you know the Adrian Clem hire got him on campus, the issue is not, can Adrian close the deal? Because you're talking about a physical interior lineman. Cap was bringing in passive interior linemen. They were doing a whole lot of drop back passing. Those guys that, was all physical downhill bruisers, and then again in the transfer portal. Now you bring in Adrian. Adrian going back out here recruiting downhill physical guys that can pass block too. But he's not going out getting pass blocker and trying to teach them how to run block. He going out getting downhill physical run blockers and that knows how to play pass. And if you want to improve your passing game, I can teach you to improve your passing game, but I can't teach you to be physical. So that's what he going on to get. This is a home run hit to get him back on campus because it's an Adrian Clem's type of thing. And if Coach Clem can lock this kid in and bring it on home, it's going to tell you the difference between coaching, development, and trying.
Yeah. That's some really good points. Dan, any take on Jatari Williams? I mean, I know you kind of already spoke on him already, but any final takes? Take it off mute before you get started. I already see the mute button on.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime you can get a decommit back on campus this early, it's a good thing. As far it shows that there's still interest on both sides. Same situation with Barack Willis.
Yep.
He's a name that was forgotten. He committed early as a junior. Was a junior or a sophomore? He was a sophomore, right?
Sophomore when he committed.
Yeah. So, he's a guy that committed early, and there was uncertainty about what position. I think it still is about what position, he would grow into. So, these were two guys that we got back on campus, and, the staff got to get their eyes on again. And so this is going to be two guys I'm going to be watching closely going forward.
I'm gonna say something about that Barack one later on.
Okay, yeah, we're going to circle around to it for sure.
Get it.
So
get it, B-Shaw. Get it.
Oh, yeah. Keep it, write it down, whatever you got to do. So Jatari Williams, look, 6'5", 320 pounds. There's no doubt this dude's a downhill drive blocker. I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of finesse, and I'm not talking in a bad way, right? So I think Jatari is one of those guys that's you're going to want on your line. And I think when he decommitted from Bama, I think like Brinsky, you said this, you committed very early in your process. You didn't really go through the full process. We know how these things go, guys. And everybody that screams NIL and it's for money and it's for grabbing the bag, that's not always the case. This has been happening. Players have been decommitting from programs way before the NIL, right? So, and then recommitting or whatever. Hell, Reuben Foster was one of the most, he's a poster child for it, going from Auburn, Alabama with an Auburn tattoo. So, you know what I mean? So let's try not to give these guys too much grief for that type of stuff. But I want to give a shout out to LaToya, by the way, who I saw jumped in here now, Roll Tide. But yeah, so moving on here from Jatari, jumping into one of my favorite prospects in this class, Kenneth Simon II, linebacker, 6'2", 190 out of Brentwood Academy, Brentwood, Tennessee, right? So a 4-star, I get it, 13th ranked linebacker. A lot of people are going to take that and shrug or roll their eyes, whatever you want. I'm the complete opposite when it comes to him. Dan, I'll let you start on Kenneth Simon II. I don't know how much info you got on him.
Yeah, this is a guy, he's a Tennessee legacy. He's down to Bama in Tennessee.
Yep.
He's a safety, but I think Bama's looking at him as a linebacker.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's 6'1",
6'1",
190. Yeah, so I think there's somebody they think they can get in, put weight on him. So we shall see, but it's early. He's somebody I definitely lean Tennessee right now. Even though he says it's down to Bama in Tennessee, but getting them on campus that was huge. You always got a chance, like I say, once you get them on campus. But this is one I expect to go deep into the season.
Yeah. Hey Dan, I think this one gonna come down to that third Saturday in October rivalry. That's what I think it's gonna come down to.
Already had, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's gonna come down to that, man. Like I don't know. Bama talking that linebacker thing. That because he's a step slower than they want him as a safety, and he's 2 inches shorter than they want to play at corner. I mean, at on the back end too. So they trying to move him down because of his height. Mm-hmm. Tennessee don't care about that 6'1" size, that 6'1", 190 size. Tennessee encouraging, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if he want to play linebacker. I think he want to stay playing safety. So it's gonna come down to that Saturday in October, right? Mm-hmm. If they can get to the point where they allow him to come in as a safety. And then if he don't transition as a safety, they move him down to a linebacker, kind of like they were doing Mark Barron in the saving years. If you can allow him to come in what he's fluent at, Bama may win the bid. But they keep pitching linebacker to him because he's a physical downhill safety play, kind of like Caleb Down. Then they probably gonna lose the bid. He want to play back off the line of scrimmage because he's a ball hawking safety that comes in and fills the alley. He don't want to play in the fire right there inside that phone booth. Who wants to get inside that box in that phone booth consistently unless you 245 or bigger, right? We've been playing 215, 220s inside that booth, and you understand those guys don't want to come downhill and make those tackles. You got to be big to get inside that box, right? And come down and fill those gaps. I don't think that body size is going to fill out to be that size of kid. I think he's a true safety. He may be a real true strong safety that can play down in the box from time to time like Downs do. I just don't see him as a full-time linebacker. So it's probably going to come down to Tennessee unless Jones can convince him to come in and try it out at safety. And if it don't work, it's not quick enough to move him down to the linebacker.
Yeah, I think that kind of hurt us with a guy in the similar situation, wasn't it? Wasn't Caden Hall, the linebacker? Yep. He was a safety, but he wanted to play safety. We were recruiting him as a linebacker. He ended up going to Florida. Yep. Yeah, so I think it's one of those situations. Yeah,
this staff they live and die by measurables. It seems like to a certain extent, especially on the back end. If you're defensive back, if you're shorter than 6'2", 6'3", you have almost virtually no chance of getting in the room. even talk. Hell, I'll be honest with you, Jamarcus Shepard receivers, if you're you can't be shorter than 6'3" to be a Jamarcus Shepard receiver. All these guys were 6'3" and taller, right? Crazy. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just a lot to take in here. And yeah, Coach Al coming in with the Tennessee had a very highly respected defense coordinator. Jim Knowles is one of the best defense coordinators in the business. And the fact that you lose who they lost and then Jim Knowles.
Didn't he get fired though?
Who?
Wait, no, he's replaced. He's the new one, right?
Yeah, Jim Knowles is the new one.
Yeah, Jim Knowles replaced Banks.
He left Penn.
Banks, yeah.
Yeah, Jim Knowles left Penn State and came to Tennessee. Is what happened.
They fired Banks and hired Jim Knowles. So
right.
How you get better? How you get rid of Banks and get better? So
that
right.
mind blowing,
Crazy.
Like it makes crazy, well, no sense really. But either way, definitely appreciate that one in here. And Brinsky, did you give your take yet or no on Kenneth Simon?
No, I basically agree with Coach Carr, man. It's just like you were trying to make a guy go down and be a linebacker, which more than likely he probably doesn't want to be. It's really on him to make that decision, and being a Tennessee legacy, like you said. Nah, man. I believe he's just gonna stick with he's gonna go with Tennessee at the end of the day, especially if they keep pushing this linebacker talk on him. Like he said, I wouldn't mind probably going down there, but I am a safety.
Yeah, no doubt. So
you can't keep forcing position change on kids.
No, absolutely.
You got to bring the kids in where they at. So if you're a wide receiver, I'm bringing you in a wide receiver, but you 6'6", 250, and I'm bringing you in as a wide receiver. I know you're a 4'9" wide receiver, but you play wide out. You want to play wide out. I'm gonna bring you in a wide out and show you that you can't get our man coverage. Now slide on in a little bit, and then I'll show you how to get to NFL. Right? That way you bring them in the position that they want to play, and then you show them that they can't handle that spot right now. We move you inside to a better position, and then you make your way to the NFL. Don't tell a kid because you 6'1", you can't play DB for me. Hell, that safety right there could be 10 times talented than that 6'4" safety you're bringing in. All that 6'4" guy have is length. This kid got speed. This kid had the ball hawk in the middle. This kid had IQ. This kid had NFL pedigree. It's in the damn DNA. And you gonna tell a Tennessee legacy NFL child that you a linebacker when I've been playing safety and my dad taught me how to play safety. Man,
how tall is Minka?
6'1" and a half.
Nah, very
tall
tall.
is Landon?
6 foot, 6 foot flat.
How tall is Mark?
Mark who? Barron?
Barron was like 5'11", wasn't he?
He was like 6 foot, 5'11", 5'11",
first team
3/4.
All-Americans.
Man, look at this. Coach
those all first round NFL draft picks.
And first team All-Americans.
Coach Al Sanders, Exhibit 1, Ponds, my IU, Indiana.
Ponds. Not even just Ponds. You just, man, listen, we was at the Senior Bowl. Every single corner at the Senior Bowl was 6 foot or under. It was no long guys in there, and they were eating. Size don't matter. I keep saying that. I'm keep saying it. Size don't matter. All length does is slow your steps down. Because if you 6'4" playing corner, you can't bend them damn hips like you really want to. You're going to open up the gate too damn soon. Or when that guy give you that double move, you can't sink them damn hips fast enough, and you're going to run past your ass at 6'4". That's all going to happen. Now, you can have a little speed and you playing off ball. You may be able to have that jumping ability, but some of those 6 guys jump higher than the damn 6'4" guys. But one thing I can tell you, them 6 foot guys, when they stop and hit those foot and get on them feet and get out of them breaks, they can get out of them breaks faster than them damn 6'4" guys. I can tell you that for sure.
There we go. So moving on here, keep it rolling. This next one's going to be an Antonio Berry. I mean, get that right. So interior, or actually tackle / interior lineman, however you want to look at it. I think he's a tackle more than anything.
He gonna play interior in college.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think too. That's why I struggle with that, because they say, you know what I mean, they say tackle, but when you look at it, he's being recruited as from everything I'm looking at, he's being recruited as a guard. 6'5", 293 pounds. Antonio Berry is very interesting for a multitude of reasons. I think the biggest one is Clem seems to be really fixated on this one. This guy we really weren't in the race with a lot towards the beginning. Ole Miss was kind of the runaway favorite, and now all of a sudden, since Clem got involved, all of a sudden those tides started to turn a little bit more and more. And according to a multitude of other sources, we're damn near dead even with Ole Miss with Antonio Berry. Very aggressive guy. But Dan, you want to take it away on this one?
Yeah, let me tell you. You know, you want me to take it away? He's a Mississippi kid, so I'll holler at you in June.
Tupelo, right? So,
that's how it goes.
Yeah. So I mean,
hey, I'm with Dan. I'm with Dan on that one. Physical freak, man.
Yeah. It's just something about
physical freak. Holla at me in summertime like Dan.
Yeah, but you know, I love him as a prospect. You know, he's a guy that, you know, Bama is looking at and they love. You know, we've had some success. Then more success recently in the state of Mississippi than we had in prior years. But even with Nolan Wilson, we know it was drama. You know, he was going to Miami. You know, it's always going to be that with something about the Mississippi kids. They love the recruiting process.
Drama.
Well, they ain't never been out of Mississippi more than
they love them visits, man. They love them visits.
They love them.
It's a culture change, man.
Right.
You've been at the bottom, the worst state in the damn union. Man, I'm taking all my visits.
Yeah.
I won't even argue that, to be honest with you. Yeah, you're
right. See, that's the rules to the exception to the rules right there. I'm taking all of them. I'm going everywhere.
I'm taking all mine. I don't care if they invite me to North Dakota State. I'm going.
I'm going.
No doubt.
I like me in the summer.
That's right. Yeah, you come enjoy yourself when you're ready to talk. You know, when you 2 months, when you're a month and a half outside your commitment, then you know we'll start talking to him. But right now he's gonna enjoy it. Right. Anything out of Mississippi, you can cancel because they're gonna enjoy them. aka deer, right? They enjoying that. They enjoying that, baby boy. So you might as well just let them Mississippi kid go. Yeah.
So funny that you said that. You stole my thunder on that one, man. Definitely, that was one of my notes. Was these kids out of Mississippi tend to stretch things out and make it full of like a novela, right? Spanish TV drama. So like, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty much all it'll turn into. But anyways, Brinsky, you got anything you want to say on this real quick?
I'll let me some.
There we go. So I mean, yeah, there's not much more to be said when it comes to Antonio Berry. Look, next one, Donovan Moore, 6'4", defensive lineman, 280 pounds, out of Hueytown, Alabama. 4-star, ranked 77th, right? So nationally favored to go to Auburn, Alabama, climbing into this mix extremely fast. Who wants to take this one away? I don't care who it is on Donovan Moore, but I have a feeling I know who it's going to be. Yep, Coach Taylor, go ahead.
I like him. I like him a lot. You know I love them Alabama physical kids in the trenches.
Yep.
I love them Bulldogs in the trenches. He's a Bulldog. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. But do I have faith in Freddie to get him in, train him up, push him out? I'm not sure. He came on a visit, but can Freddie lock it in? I don't know. Because we seen what Auburn doing on the D-line. Right, we see what Auburn doing. Auburn got dogs on the D-line. Auburn got a guy heading to the damn draft, first round draft pick, top 15 in the class, right? By all NFL rankings. This kid probably gonna want to be in Auburn on the DJ Durkin. Honestly, because of the physical defense that DJ Durkin calling. That's why Auburn is currently the favorite to land his talents.
Yeah.
We can figure out a way to pull him in, but I think he's gonna start outside of Roach. Somebody else outside of Freddie gonna have to bring this kid in because with the way Freddie rotated his defensive line and the way he tried to develop the D line, and he pretty much tried to push him his type of style of play on him, it may not resonate with these Birmingham kids. So we probably gonna be in trouble, man. I can see Georgia, Kirby, or somebody making a push for it outside of Auburn, but it's gonna come down between Auburn and Auburn unless Bama, somewhere in Bama, Kane Womack or somebody to be able to go in there and reel him in. Because this kid is a need for Bama. He's one of the guys that we have to have because his stock is still rising because he's a high performer. And his stock is still high, he's still rising. His talent level hadn't even peaked yet. I don't even think he's even close to where he's going to be a finished product. I think he's just getting started, and he's already blossoming. So I'm thinking like his 26 year going to be stupid crazy. And then his first year in college developing by his sophomore year in college, he's going to be like, shit, this kid may be the top first-round draft pick coming out of high school year 3. I mean, coming out of college year 3. He hadn't even reached his potential, nowhere near yet. So high riser, but I think it's going to be Auburn, man. I hate to say it, but unless we can find some kind of way for somebody else to reel him in, I don't know if Freddie can land this.
No, I got you. So with that being said, Brinsky, your take on
with him, man, I love him, man. From what I've seen, he's super physical. But the one thing that I question the most is, and that's Coach Freddie Roach, there's been a lot of big misses at that position in state. And the crazy thing is, I feel like it may be another one. Only time will tell. But I'm feeling the same way as Coach Carl until I see otherwise, because I don't know. I just don't think he can get these guys in here like the ones that everybody want, like the Peter Woods. I'm missing somebody.
Jay Parker,
Elijah. No. Emmanuel. No. What's my man that just went to Ohio State this year? Emmanuel Ruffin.
Man, he was God.
Those type of guys. So you can come back and you can probably change the tide if you can get this type of player, but I don't see it happening.
I feel the same way. So there's not much more to really speak on when it comes to this. This next one I'm definitely going to let Brinsky start off with because I know he was waiting on this one. We're talking about Barack Willis. Shows back up to Bama after decommitting, obviously, a couple months ago. So that being said, Brinsky, give me your take on Barack showing back up. Could he be a guy that gets back in the fold? What's your take?
Man, my whole thing, and I'm the one thing when he committed, I gotta realize, like, man, he's just a kid, man. Just a young boy, man, still trying to find his way in this world. But just how serious he was about committing to the Tide. And he was like, I'm just paraphrasing that he said it's no point in trying to drag stuff out. Like I'm all about business and yada yada yada, and I committed to the Tide. And then probably like months, maybe I can't remember how long it was, he decommitted. And the first thing I thought of was what he said, kind of like, man, it's a long time before you touch that campus. Yeah. It's gonna be a long time. But it's only been one other person that's in the same class with him that we're gonna talk about that had pretty much haven't said anything. One of the top guys in the state and just been committed to the team the whole time. That's why I was like, man, you set that example. Like, yeah, I want to be at Alabama. You can tell I want to be at Alabama. I'm not saying that Rock didn't want to be here. But I just, like, I always just keep that in my mind, man. When somebody just say these type of things, then you decommit, like, make up your mind. Because I know one thing I don't ever want to happen, and I hope Alabama never allows another player to do this, is Antonio Coleman.
And
He was committed to Alabama, then he committed to Auburn, then he committed to Alabama, then he committed to Auburn, then he signed with Auburn, then he's in the transfer portal.
visiting Alabama.
And I'm just like,
Oh,
I hate situations like that. They were like, man, take your time, don't rush the process when it comes to this type stuff, man, because I know this is your future. It doesn't matter if you come here or not, but I'd rather nobody label you as that, man. You don't want to have them all these pictures of different schools by your name when it's time for you, when it's all said and done. And how you see how TJ Finley stuff is turning out. You got about 35 different schools on like, oh, he's transferring out and he's committing here. So that's just my whole thing with him, man. I think he's gonna be a good player, but I just have to see. I'm not 100% sure.
all right, let me break down because Brinsky got emotional during that. And
Here we go, man. Stop it.
And so Brock Willis, 6'2", 235-pound edge out of Moody, Alabama, obviously. So now I'm just messing with you. I got to poke a little bit of fun, right? So and just like Ephraim said, these kids be getting offered in 8th grade, bro. Some of them damn near a birth. Like, oh, like you were born how big? Oh, you definitely a safety. No, in all seriousness, Coach Carl, anything to say on Brock Willis?
Man, Brinsky just got at him, man. But what I would say, B. Shaw, man.
I wouldn't even say it got at him, man. He was just
I would say honestly, man. I wouldn't tell no lie. The kid got offered so early. I didn't expect him to stick with it. I mean, Bama is your first love. So when you got the offer, that's your dream school. Of course you're going to accept it because it's Bama.
Yeah.
Sticking with that offer means a lot. We don't lost coaches since he got that offer.
Yeah,
right?
Literally.
We lost plenty of coaches since he got that offer. So it was hard for me to even judge him. I was like, he probably gonna decommit. He was just getting his skills hadn't even fully developed yet neither. So he had just started getting a whole lot of attention. It's hard to tell Kirby no. So you gotta think about that when you seen the linebacker that guy turns out.
Man.
Right? It's hard to tell Dabo know when see the linebacker that guy turns out. And you got other schools coming at you, and then you seeing the dollar signs coming at you. It's hard to say people tell them guy no. So when he decommitted, I say, okay, cool. Now he's gonna actually sit back and go through the recruiting process. Kid like this, man, physical downhill, punisher at linebacker. I think his biggest issues, my big issue with it was concerned with the fact that he didn't play well in coverage. You know, you can get behind him real easy. He didn't jam the tight end good enough for me neither. He don't read his guard very well. He's one of those guys that taking 2 or 3 steps down before he realizes it's pass and then the ball be behind him. He's starting to get better in the passing game. And when you start focusing more on the passing game, you see in this year, he got hit a couple of times in the safety, in the pocket, right? Come with the gut, the A gap. He got hit a couple of times. Even though they won the state championship, he did get hit a couple of times in that gap. But he's starting to get better in the passing game. As long as he don't lose his physicality. But with Alabama, they probably gonna be more geared to him playing in space. They're gonna be evaluating him more in space because of the concept that they run with their 4-2-5 concept.
Yeah,
He gonna have to come. He gonna have to be one of those cover guys. He gonna home in on the cover skills a little bit more, so he can be able to play in that 4-2-5 mentality. Or they'll end up trying to turn him into an edge rusher, outside linebacker, edge rush type. So I think he'll fit better with Bama. I think he'll do good at Bama, but it's probably gonna come down to Bama, Auburn, Georgia. With Kirby gonna need him on the inside and probably gonna keep him in the inside. Auburn gonna probably want to put him in the inside. Bama gonna be one of the guys who try to move him around a lot, and he may not want to play at Bama. So it just depends on the scheme fit.
And depends on his physical growth as well too. His physical development, yeah.
That definitely plays a big role. Any take real quick on this, Dan? You good? How do you feel? You good? All right. Moving on up or down. Jaden Upshaw, 6'2", 185, wide receiver. Like I said, nationally 99, 4-star. We don't care about any of that stuff. I personally like the dude. I'll be honest with you. This is one I personally don't think we get. Just my personal opinion on this. Dan, how do you feel about this?
This is a guy I'm very familiar with. I'm actually less than 200 yards away from his school.
Man, so I guess I should give that away. From Lee County, which, by the way, where do you live? Leesburg,
Georgia.
There you go. So right down the road from him, literally. That's why I went to you first, Dan, on this one. Take it away, man.
Yeah, this is one. It's still early in his process. It's going to come down to, let me tell you, Bama and Florida, but Florida is
woo.
Florida is ahead.
All in. They are all in on this dude.
Yeah. So, Florida is in the second round with the baton. Our first guy, they're in the second leg with the baton, and we still on our first guy with the baton.
Man, I'm telling you.
So we got to make up some ground. Florida has knocked it out the park with him. He's been on Florida's campus several times, and he's intrigued by the school. And new coach John Summerall, they've done a great job when it comes to recruiting him. But so this is a situation where Bama has a lot of ground to make up, but getting him on campus this weekend was huge in us accomplishing that.
No doubt. And by the way, we're not really attacking a lot of wide receivers in the 2027 class. I'll have to cover that individually, by positions since we have the off season. We're offering a lot of receivers, but when you look at the actual, like, what we're going after and what we're realistically in the race for, there's not a ton there. There's a reason why, in my personal opinion, one of my favorites, what we're about to talk about is Trayvon Hall, who got offered, right? So as soon as Derek Nix showed up. But either way, Coach Carl.
Yeah, Dan just told you how it is, man. It's a race between Florida and Alabama trying to get in the mix.
Yeah,
honestly, and it'll be a good complimentary piece for me to Munchin Sales if they did land him, because this kid here has speed for days. He got speed. He had that Florida speed, so that's why Florida is so high on the list. They know how to use that speed, and they're gonna use that speed well. Like he one of those Malachi Tony type of guys right now. That's probably the only person you can actually compare to right now with that speed wise in that quick cut ability, but just taller and a little bit more physical. But he one of those guys, man. He one of those guys that got speed for days. They may have months on it. So yeah. He'll end up in Florida, man, unless Derek Nix can pull a rabbit out of the hat with this one, boy. He gonna hit a home run, but Munchin, if Munchin come in, or Munchin come in, or whatever his name is come in, Super Sale come in, they probably won't go after him so hard with Trayvon right across the street. So they probably gonna end up trying to get Trayvon more than they go after him, because Trayvon has a little bit do-it-all type of wide receiver. Speed, quickness, hands.
Untouchable.
plays kind of like Jalen Waller.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he catch it and gone. Like he got that unrealistic type of speed and unrealistic type of ability. So if they don't get Trayvon across the street, they probably end up trying to push for him really hard. But it don't hurt to bring him in, because at more skill position you can get, the more you need. You need skill all day. So sometimes skill just don't work, man. Like some guys come in just don't, and then you end up having they end up hitting the portal. So you need to get them in the balance in that room you can. So it won't hurt to bring this guy in, because he's gonna be phenomenal at all aspects of the game.
All right, Brinsky, anything you want to say before we move on?
It's gonna be hard to get him out of the state of Florida. I tell you that.
Yeah, he I know he's in Georgia. Yeah, he's in Georgia. No, what he's saying is he good luck getting him out of Florida is what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like he ain't coming out of Florida. Like I feel the same way.
It's gonna be hard to get him. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be damn near impossible to lock that kid down.
Yes, I say pick and choose Like,
So go ahead, sorry.
if those type of guys, I put it like this, just finish up. Just if those type of guys, like you feel like unless you just feel like he's just one of those guys that you have to have, then I say okay, go for it. But if you feel like, man, it's a long shot from this, man, it's no point of even pursuing it. Like, good luck to you.
Yeah, no, I feel kind of, I'll be honest with you, I feel kind of the same way. I personally, that's why I said I don't feel like we'll end up with him. I feel like the dude's already wearing a Gator hoodie at this point, to be honest with you. Next one we're going to be covering is running back Nigel Newkirk. This is a guy I'm actually really high on. Teammates with Xavier Griffin and Jamarian Matthews, by the way, this past season. Running back out of Gainesville, right? Gainesville, Georgia, obviously, in case you've been living under the rock and didn't know anything about Xavier Griffin and Jamarian Matthews. 5'11", 185 pounds, a 3-star. I think we're going to end up in a dogfight between us and Georgia Tech. Yes, right. Georgia Tech with Brent Key is going to be a monster to attack when it comes to getting guys out of Georgia because of Georgia Tech and now Georgia, obviously. But, yeah, give me your take on that, Dan. I guess I'll start off with you, Dan, on this one.
Yeah, I think definitely Bama is a front runner here. You know, he just waiting on the green light. You know, he's Bama's to lose. He says all the right things. Bama likes him. He likes Bama. So it's just a matter of when. You know, I expect Alabama to take 2 running backs in this class.
Yep.
But yeah, he definitely I expect to be one of them.
Coach Carl, you watch anything on him?
Yeah, I think Bama lands him, or Bama in the driver's seat to land him. But it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard for that kid to leave Georgia. It's gonna be hard. With Georgia Tech right down the street, losing just about everything next year in the running back room. So they'll be in the portal next year. It's gonna be hard because they'll have a spot waiting on him. And I don't know if he's gonna be willing to come sit 2 or 3 guys that's already on campus. So that's the bigger thing. I think he's one of those guys that built ready to play his first year. And being in a team like Georgia Tech, he probably in ACC, he can probably go in and start right away. So Bama may be still in the driver's seat because he's been on that visit. But once he get a chance to go to Georgia Tech and start hanging around the campus a lot, it's gonna be hard to pull him out of ATL.
And let me tell you, man, when my brother, I went up through his recruiting process with him, Chris James, and man, I'm tell you, man, that Georgia Tech visit, man, it was up there. It was up there, man. I enjoyed it. That was a time, man. So yeah, that was fun.
Only thing you don't enjoy about Georgia Tech is all those damn hills. The campus is phenomenal,
beautiful,
but the hills up and down, hill up and down, hill up and down, hill. Man, you gotta damn get a scooter, get around campus.
All right, so Brinsky, I don't know if you want to touch on him or not. All right, so moving on. I think one of my best guys that we're going after, we're about to talk about, is wide receiver Trayvon Hall. Look, how we weren't on this dude, I have no idea. He's currently committed to Oklahoma out of Central High School, which is in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, backyard. I don't know if you watched film on this dude, but this dude in open space is almost, you just can't get the dude. He is that fast. He is that twitchy. To me, he is absolutely unbelievable. He's personally one of my favorite athletes in general in this class. I think he's one of the most overlooked guys in this class if you go watch his film. And look, I'm not speaking down about his teammates, but look, Central didn't do bad this year, but the quarterback didn't put the ball in the greatest spots, and this dude had to do some amazing stuff with a lot of little, right? So sorry if I'm speaking on him a little bit too much, but this is a guy I've been following for a little bit. 6 foot, 180 pounds, don't matter, because it don't matter if you can't touch the dude. Right, so I get it. He's gonna get licked eventually, but he's worth it. Ask Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. You know what I mean? Like he's the real deal. I don't know how
he Henry Road the third, man.
Dog,
dude,
I don't know how he's not ranked higher. So the dude has everything That's what makes me question these recruiting agencies is like, how the hell? Number one, I question the recruiting agencies. Number two, I question Alabama's staff on how that dude's in your backyard and you're not giving that dude no attention. You just let him walk to Oklahoma, to Norman, and commit over there. Well,
because that staff at that point didn't recruit Alabama. They recruited the West Coast.
Bro, that shit pisses me off. Anyways, Derek Nick shows up and he immediately drops some of these wide receivers off the board that we were going after and immediately asked Trayvon Hall. Look, I'm so glad this dude showed up. I don't care that he's not 6'3". I don't care. Right? Go watch his film. Film don't lie. Anyways, Brinsky, have you watched anything on Trayvon Hall?
I watched a little bit, man, but like you said, man, the film don't lie. And now I was like, because I remember Coach Carl said something about him one time, and I was just like, I'll go see. You know, like I trust my dog word. And then when I went to go see him, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. And now I said, man, and like you said, man, with the recruiting sites, what they be talking about, man, we know this by now, man. They overlook a lot of guys. We know how these stars be coming along. There's no here, no there. But if clearly Oklahoma is looking at him for a reason, I'll just put it like that. Blue blood like that looking at him. So why are we not taking an extra look at him? And I see that we are, and he was at junior day right in the backyard. It's not going to cost nothing to just go see him. He just around the corner. Just stop over there and let me check you out, man. And especially your position coaches right there and can help you along the way, man. So I see you,
man. I see you, John.
Bro, I'm sorry, but you got to see what I'm talking about. I don't understand how you don't. This dude is physical.
The reason nobody picked him up, man, because I played against him in the summer, right? He played quarterback, running back, wide receiver. That kid is different. We couldn't stop him in the summer. We damn sure weren't gonna be able to stop him in the fall. We couldn't stop him without the pads on. He didn't have pads on, we couldn't even get fingertips on him. So imagine if put pads on and he doing that with pads on. So that kid is different. I mean, we played him. We lost by 3 points in this OTA thing that we call OTAs. But that kid scored every single point by himself.
Look, this is what makes me so mad about this Alabama staff. Before we got Derek Nix and now, right? So Adrian Clem. Look at this dude. How is this dude 0.35 miles away from your campus, and you have no interest in this?
See where he at? Quarterback. He plays everywhere, bro. Like, bro, he's a freak. He play everywhere.
To be fair, for the staff,
don't even do it. We ain't getting them bitches.
No. To be fair, you can't recruit everybody out the state, and even if you could, like just for an example, my guys, man, even if Alabama gave them a serious look, which I know they was, those guys don't even want to play in state. So you got to factor all this stuff.
Be sure, I love you, my brother. I don't damn. If this kid is across the street from your neighborhood, there's no way Oklahoma come in here and identify this kid, and your ass can't walk across the damn street. You should be in Central. You should have a damn office at Central if you coaching at Alabama.
Yeah,
that's right across the damn street, man.
I agree with you. They
can walk out of Madmore building, go up to the red light, and go across the damn street and be right in the central living room.
I'm not saying that they can't, man. I'm just saying, but it like we saying like these guys miss guys in state. We say this about a lot of guys in state. They can't get them all.
Look, Brett,
you may not bring them in, but your ass need to go see them.
Exactly, that's the point.
If you have a Trayvon Hall,
I'm with you on that.
Street, your ass better go visit Trayvon Hall. Your ass better be going inside Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa. You need to go inside Tuscaloosa down kind of high.
100%.
No Tuscaloosa schools. Your ass need to be in every last one of those schools, building that relationship with those coaches. Because I guarantee you, when they get their asses over there and they see Trayvon, they gonna see 6 other They got 2 big offensive linemen, dog, that in the NFL already right now. They better get their ass over there and start evaluating. It's some dogs at Central. I'm telling you, they got an offensive tackle, man, that took my #1 defensive end, threw his ass so far, it broke an ACL and the MCL.
Wow.
Did he not, John?
No, he's not lying either. By the way, he literally injured him. That's not
injured him.
Yeah, he's not joking.
My number one defensive end, the kid was D1 prospect. Then he couldn't even put on the uniform this year because that dude broke both his ACL and the MCL. Just tossed his ass like a rag doll. And I'm talking about a physical freak.
By the way, I don't know
put him out for the season.
You guys know this, but Oklahoma has a saying right now. They're calling it Bama Sooner.
Bama Sooner
for a reason. This is the second kid they're coming in and getting. Obviously, Kristen Moore out of Selma. Your guy, Coach Carl. Like
they identify what we want. Like Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin was coming in here identifying the players that we was overlooking, taking those guys and turning them to NFL prospects.
Oh, you guys are looking at Trayvon Hall. Sorry, I know we've been. Look, I had to show this guy because I feel like the talent is 100% there. And now there we go. I lose that. And let me see here if I can get this back. Oh, close. No cigar.
Yeah,
anyways.
I see what Coach Al said, but Coach Al, it's not that we didn't get him because LSU didn't recruit him, because we was in recruiting battle with LSU for Landon Collins and those other guys we were getting out of LSU. LSU had their handprint all over those damn Louisiana guys. It's just that some of those guys wanted to play for Saban. That discount, we're not gonna get that discount anymore.
It's over.
Unless these guys start developing and send them to the NFL. But you ain't getting that discount. You better try to home in on Alabama. Because if you keep getting these guys in from California and not developing them like we did with a few already, we're going to start losing that connection to California too. And then you're going to try to come back to Alabama and Georgia, Mississippi, and try to now pick up kids. And their relationships are not going to be there. We got to go into the local schools, with the state school, the Georgia school, Mississippi school, back into the Florida school, the Tennessee schools, and at least talk to players to keep the relationship with the coaches. Because if we don't, we're going to be in trouble.
Look, all Bama has to do, swing me $80,000 a year, send me down to Fort Lauderdale. I'll cover South Florida, because we're missing a lot of dudes from South Florida, in my opinion. And it's like Brinsky, I 100% agree with what you say. It's just like me. It's kind of like also with Coach Carl. It's a two-way street here. I don't mind you not offering completely. The problem I have is he's not even on your board.
You didn't even visit.
You didn't visit him. You didn't bring him in for a visit. Come on.
They didn't even invite nobody from Central Tuscaloosa to a damn visit.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah. All right, so we're just.
That's what I'm saying.
Cover.
So that's why we're losing Brent Bishaw. That's why we missing on all these D linemen that we know that grew up diehard Bama fans. They don't invite those kids, those Bessemer guys, those Woodland guys, those damn Parker High School guys in Birmingham. They ain't inviting them guys from Hoover. They're only inviting them guys over there from Thompson.
Yeah.
Clay Chartville guys, and man, think about it. Did they even invite Barber to the college?
Bro, I mean, we're not going to get in it because we could be on this for a whole another 2 hours.
That's what I'm saying. They may not have come. They may not come, but God, boy, get your ass over there and take a picture with them or something.
All right. Well, next one we're moving on to is interior lineman Elijah Morrison. By the way, doesn't have a Bama offer at all. Stands at 6'4", 305 pounds, but he did get an opportunity to go to Alabama's junior day. So he's been getting a lot of steam since he got the Georgia offer January 13th out of, I believe it's Decula, Georgia. Decula. Yeah, there we go. So definitely getting a lot of steam when it comes to him. 6'4", 305 pounds. In my opinion, definitely a late guy that people are starting to pick up steam on. Does anybody have any information? Actually, so Brinsky, I see you got to jump off here. I'll let you shout out your channel and everything else before you get to jump off, brother.
Oh, yeah, man. I wish I could stay longer, but, man, sometimes duty calls.
Good.
But man, appreciate y'all, man. Always let me come up. As always, John, Dan, Coach Carl. But y'all can catch me at Sharpshooter Sports Talk. And of course B_sharp on Twitter. So man, just appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep supporting, hit that like button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate
All
you.
right, bro.
Brisket.
All right now.
All right, Dan. Elijah Morrison. I know he's not in your backyard, but he's in Georgia. I know you got some lowdown on him. I know he's a late guy with no offer yet. Do you expect Alabama to give him an offer?
Yes, definitely. You know, and it may have. You know, he may have received an offer prior to leaving camp. We just don't know yet. But as of now, is no Bama offer. But this is a guy I expect to end up with an Alabama offer. I haven't got much feedback from his visit yet, but I'm pretty sure, you know, the staff loved what they saw because he's a kid from what I've seen, you know, on his film, you know, he's a physical guy like Coach Carl was talking about. He's one of those guys that, you know, you see the change. Now we're going back to, you know, the physical guys, and you look at me like, wow, he can move. He can get to the second level, and you know, I'm excited to see us start going back after these types of players. You know, which you know, it's kind of crazy because we lost a lot of guys, you know, that we could have kept. You know, this the approach we're gonna take, but it's good to see us, you know, getting back to that. And but definitely, you know, I think he recently received an offer from Georgia, right?
January 13th to get an offer from Georgia.
So that tells you all you need to know. You know, Georgia's offering him. You know, he's a legit kid. You know, he has, and I think it's committable offer from Georgia. You know, Georgia is willing to take his commitment right now. You know, so we shall see. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if something comes out, you know, saying that, you know, he has a Bama offer. But, you know, you got to, like I said, you know, the board is not set firmly. You know, the offensive line board is start taking shape after you get one or two commits in the class. Then, you know, you'll start. But, you know, I think the number right now is 5. It's all what it's always been. Even with the 105, I think you're going to take 5 offensive linemen.
Yeah, no doubt. So with that being said, we're going to watch a quick video of the quarterback I started off talking about, which is, let me get up to his name real quick before I'm probably going to mispronounce it either way. Trey Tagliaferri, which is a 2028 quarterback, just to show you guys what I was talking about. So I just want to give you guys a glimpse of what I was talking about, right? So here's what I was talking about, and you guys can speak since you guys both know more than I do on this kid. Am I overhyping this kid? What's going on? Because when I look at his release, it's so quick and fluid. Like, I don't know. I like him. Like, I personally like the deep ball. He throws a lot of in breaking routes, it looks like, as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's not really even stepping into his throws. So
yeah, I get it. We have a lot, man. This
look at the arm and the accuracy.
Yeah, that's just pure talent.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
That's all.
Effortless, like, but I love it. It looks like he just literally flicks his wrist and the ball is just launched.
Yeah, that just pure arm talent, like Lamar Jackson was throwing with in the beginning. Just pure talent. He just got a big arm, man.
His throws, you know.
Look at this 5
see
wide.
That's a jump. That's a jump throw. When they get it base low, where he can step into some throws, it can be just that much dynamic.
I mean,
I know one thing: his interior line keeps getting pushed back into his left.
Yeah, and he keeps that. That's what's crazy is.
But you also can see the level of competition too. Look at the level of competition. Guys catching ball and jogging away from the defenders.
Yeah.
At the same time, so they are more superior talented than most of the people. But ball don't lie. That flick of the wrist right there is just different.
I mean, I love it. like me personally.
Ball placement.
Yeah, ball flies off his hand, so he can swing it.
Look at that, man. I love his arm talent. I'm excited about the kid. I get he's a 2028 kid. I don't care.
Yeah, see, that's depressing right there because we don't throw the slants anymore.
Yeah, I know. Look at it. 5 wide right there. Dude, in his face completes that. I mean, like you said, Dan, like these offensive linemen are straight up in his face a lot of times. Look at his throw. Oh my.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see
that's the throw. That's the throw right there you want to see.
Yeah.
Tight coverage, high ball placement was perfect.
He can run, by the way, too. He doesn't run. From everything I've seen on the film, he doesn't run a whole lot because, I mean, it looks like he really doesn't need to. When you got an arm like that.
he got aggressive. He got his offensive line aggressive. They don't play. They're not very good at drop back. You can see the drive when they're going forward. Yeah. See the interior guy blocking very well. It's just the edge guys getting beat up.
These throws, though, man, like to the edge, the boundary side and stuff.
That's why he hurrying his 7-step drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right on that. I mean, and yeah, it's just like Agent said, but you can't always throw off his back leg. No, and of course, this is a 2028 kid too, as well.
Yeah.
So.
Throwing off your back leg because he don't have time to set his feet.
No,
so he just winging it just per own talent. Like once he give a spot where he can set his feet and use his hips. Oh, it's different. He gonna be different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him being developed at any level. I mean, he throws in between 2 or 3 defenders a lot in his.
Yeah, the ball flying off his hand. So I mean, arm talent is there. He got a strong arm. That's something you can't teach. That strength in the arm ability. That's just arm talent.
God.
Yeah.
In the basket.
And see, and a lot of times when you start looking at the talent, see that's a little bit beat coverage, but some of these teams, man, they playing tight coverage and he fitting balls. Like that's good coverage. Yeah.
Ooh. 3
that's a good layer throw right there. So that's a good underneath throw when you're reading the safety throwing behind the linebackers.
It's wide open on that.
See, that's wide open, but they're running. I mean, the wide receiver didn't even have to break strides.
Same thing, not breaking stride. I mean, yeah, he's definitely. And by the way, who's their offensive coordinator?
Right.
Not trying to be funny, but
it's Brian Groves.
Stop it. Stop it. What was that? Is that duo? Look at that.
Platform.
God almighty, man. In coverage like that to be that accurate.
Right.
What I love about it too is he just gives his receivers a chance. Sometimes they're not open. They're just kind of like he's throwing the ball up.
Open. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a throw.
All the way across the field. Like that's a long throw.
He more got that AJ McCarron type down.
Yeah,
he got. You think? I think this kid can have a stronger arm, AJ McCarron.
No, he just got that AJ type of vibe, man. AJ, yeah, that AJ type vibe, man. Like, no, he don't have that. He may have a bigger arm than AJ, but I don't know.
Almost, yeah.
AJ can sling that thing. He just didn't have that 60, 70-yard arm.
Yeah.
And with them 40, AJ was deadly.
Yeah. Yeah, this dude is just, I forgot who said, I think it was Agent. Like, he's just so smooth with his.
Yeah.
Man, he can fit the ball right over and layer it.
Yeah, on the dang.
Yeah. He got some layer throws, man. That's one thing about him. That slant right there was a little bit behind, but hey, he did find his own.
Roll Tide, Uncle
So
Charles.
as a 28 kid, the sky at the ceiling. So
Uncle Charles.
Man. But yeah, no, I just wanted to kind of get on here and show everybody some film on him and why I'm kind of excited about watching him through the next couple of years in his recruiting process, because I feel like this dude has He has a lot of opportunity, a lot of potential.
Oh yeah, he gonna be up to the recruiting board real fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be on a lot of people's radars, especially now. It seems like all you need is that one big offer. Another.
He's a pocket passer, so he got to work on his platform throwing. So he's throwing the ball really well, but he has some of those dirt ball throws when he's off platform when he move the pocket. So
he gonna eat it. Elite 11.
Yeah, he got time to grow. But yeah, the Elite 11. Yeah, he may win the Elite 11 competition.
That's just hope throws. All that was, in my opinion. One thing I'll give him too is they just take what you give them.
Yeah.
He identifies coverage. You can see him scan the field pretty fast, and he identifies that coverage. And if they're playing off ball, he's going to eat you alive with those stupid 5, 6, 7 yard throws.
He's a pre-snap. He's a pre-snap guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He pre-snap. He reads covered pre-snap. So
look at that.
Once he identified pre-snap, he a lot of times he's locked in. So you have to. He got time though, but next year they're probably gonna roll coverage on him, and then we'll see how he perform next year. Kind of like they did this year with Phillip Rivers. They kept rolling coverage on him.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. He really didn't digest the rolls. So when you get the rolling coverage, he'll have to learn to pick up on the roll coverage. But right now that just pre-snap read. He owns pre-snap. He owns it.
Yeah, he does. Like if you watch his full game film, guys, like of course Huddle doesn't show much of it. You'll see him coming up to the line and looking because they stretch every defense out. These guys are not going less than duo, or I'd say 4 receivers on the field, right? So as you can see, they're giving this guy multiple options, and God forbid you be out of position. He identifies the one-on-one so fast too, like the outside one-on-ones. You know right away. You can
they're running doubles and trips and. It's all spread offense here.
Like I said, just identify, boom. Oh, you're playing off ball? I'll take what you're going to give me.
So he missed that read. Safety set. He should have went down the numbers.
Yeah. Yep. Too easy. I mean, yeah. It's clear there. Look at that stack on the bottom. I mean, all day you're playing the numbers game.
Everybody against them. Everybody.
Yeah, mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if he looks at number. I mean, I personally think, obviously, football is a hard game, but when you look at the numbers, man, this dude's counting the defensive backs and where they're positioned, like what they're playing.
Zone beaters.
Yeah.
So these teams playing zone. So. He just picking apart the zone. See, that's zone. See how they just sending the curve flat.
He got a little bit of a speed to him. He's not Peyton Manning. He's not crippled with his speed, but about 10 people trying to take that dude down. Look at this screen.
Good ball placement on the screen.
No, I haven't heard that we're going to bring in another O-line coach. But all right, well, I definitely just wanted to.
I don't think we need one. Not with Aiden Clemens. Like we may need another running back coach come in, maybe another D-line coach, but I don't think we need another.
What you saying?
O-line coach. No, I'm just saying like somebody to come in.
Say what you're
even if somebody got to come in and take away the recruiting aspect from these guys and let these guys just go and just develop, because a lot of times these guys, those two guys are recruiting. They were recruiters. They top tier recruiters. So they probably focusing more on just getting the guys in the building more than they are developing guys. When they should be developing guys, they still recruiting because they are the lead recruiters in certain aspects of their position. Like you got DBs like Mo Lincoln is the defensive secondary coach, but he has a safety coach while he's doing a whole lot of recruiting. The safety coach has them coach the DBs at the same time, coach the cornerbacks at the same time. But these two guys, they don't have anybody else to help them. They just D-line guy, running back guy. If you bring in another coach that can take away some of the recruiting aspect or just lead them guys to do the more recruiting thing and have somebody do training while they're gone, it should free them up, and then they'll be able to home in on what they do well, which recruiting, teaching and recruiting. Development part of it, man, it's a lot behind teaching. Yeah, I can teach a damn guy to jump, cut, hit a hole, read a block, but you still got to develop the guys at the same time.
All right. So
the visionary approach of it.
No, I got you. Well, that's all we have for tonight. We've been on 2 hours, so we'll finish up probably in the next couple of days. I may make another live stream, get that one going, cover a little bit more, because we do have a couple more recruits to cover, but been over 2 hours. And look, I want to get the meat and potatoes out of the way, and I feel like we've done a real good job of doing that tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to let everybody, I guess, shout out.
Hold on, John. Hold on.
What's up?
Agent K asked me a question. Agent K, I'm not saying that O-line don't need any special development. I'm just saying the O-line coach that we have now, he does recruit well. He developed well, and he know how to damn train well. He's a 3-hitter. Like, he done it at all levels. He know how to do it all. He done went from getting guys out of free agency, training them up, developing them, putting them in the Pro Bowls. So he know how to do it all. We got guys that still learning the process. Freddie started out as a recruiting. He was one of the best recruiters they even had. Right? Then he moving down to teaching. He teach very well, but teaching, recruiting, and developing ain't the thing. You got to be able to do it all. You got to get them in. You got to be able to train them, and then you got to be able to get it out of them.
Yeah,
they may be able to train them up to par, but not getting it out of them. You can put all the knowledge inside the brain, but can you get it out?
Yeah, development's a real thing. It's a real skill. There's no doubt about it. So with that being said, Dan, I'll go and let you do your shout out real quick. Let everybody know where they can find you at, brother.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Right here. Every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, with my super cast right here. You know, two awesome guys. You know, hey, this is the only place in the world you get this kind of content.
Man.
You know, in-depth content.
There you go. Yeah, we definitely try to go in depth as humanly possible. And at T-Town Dan, in case you guys are wondering what his X handle is. So with that being said, down to Coach Carl, where can they find you at, brother? And give me your handle.
At Coach KD Taylor on X. KD Taylor 34 on Instagram. You catch me here on Sunday with the crew, like Dan said, the All-Star crew over here at the Bama Standard, man, recruiting aspect. So we're on Sunday night at 8 o'clock Central Time. Catch me some nights on some Tuesdays on the live stream, Bama Standard Live Network with the fellas, Justin, Marvin, and Dan, and the guest of the host we got. We getting ready. We hadn't officially homed in on yet, but we getting ready to launch our coaches show. Hopefully I can get everything lined up to go either later this week or next week. But I think John said he wanted to start hosting it on Monday, so it'll probably be next week. We got to home in on some guests, man. So I already invited Coach Hayes, Bishop, Coach Sean, Coach Al, Coach Day down there in Mobile. I extended the offer to Coach Sellers down there in Loudoun County. A few more coaches over there in Jackson. Can't call no names because they affiliated with 24/7. So, but I have extended a lot of offers, man, all over the state of Alabama for coaches to come in and just sit down and talk football with y'all, man, on the coaches show. So we're gonna try to get this thing done, man, all over the country, man, all different fan bases. We don't care. We're just gonna talk football. Right. So let's get it.
There we go. So you can find me at JLewis85 on X, and just type in Jonathan Lewis 85 on IG, Instagram. I just started, by the way, my Instagram account like a day and a half ago. I just want to throw it out there. I've had it, but I never used it ever.
No.
So
I'm not laughing at that. Read that comment from Keith.
Oh my gosh, Keith, stop it, bro. He said you can find Dan strolling through the halls of the ladies' home swinging.
Keith, you ain't supposed to tell nobody.
Man, that's his OnlyFans account. He's not supposed to have that information live. So, yeah, guys, you can find us every Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time, talking recruiting, transfer portal, and all that good stuff. The Tuesday night show with obviously Justin, Marvin Constant, and Daniel Petty, and sometimes Coach Carl will be on there as well. They'd be talking everything else, right? So we got some exciting stuff coming up. We'll be announcing here in the next couple of weeks. But with all that being said, appreciate you getting on here, fellas. And as always,
roll down tide.